I'm just bloody exhausted and really grateful to be here. And actually totally disappointed that we are here in this harbor because it is yucky, I'm not gonna lie.
We're trying to keep this spear on. Try one more thing, okay? No. It's no longer a gun. Can you call your boss back? Send him a picture. I mean, if I'm gonna give it to you, I might as well give you a broken down.
Okay, so it bounces through all the agencies and then it gets approved. Okay. Okie doke. So let's hope that our fingers are crossed for Sunday. The cruising permit we're waiting for has to go from the Ministry of Tourism to the Coast Guard and back to the Ministry of Tourism, and everyone's working reduced hours because of Ramadan, and so that back and forth isn't happening, I don't think. And it could take up to 7 days now to get our cruising permit.
What was the first estimate?
3.
And then?
4.
And then?
5.
And now?
7.
And tomorrow? 10.
I don't know what to do. It's really quite bad, actually. This isn't a nice place. It's just not a nice place here. It's not a nice place for us. It's not a nice place for the children. Yeah.
I would not say that children are thriving.
Willa, take that out of your mouth. That's Bodie's.
Wow. Just woke up. So last night when we were going to bed, I started to notice some stuff floating around in the harbor. In this disgusting harbor. It hadn't happened before, but now it started to show up, like some plastic bottles and stuff. This morning, whoa. Check out the amount of garbage floating around in the Maldives. It's incredible.
We don't have a cruising permit yet, so we got a bit screwed up by our agent. Our original agent dropped the ball on us big time, and we have no cruising permit, so we're stuck. We're not supposed to leave the harbor, but I called our second agent, who's taken over from our first agent. We are not going anywhere. We are basically going out to the quarantine area to make water out of the harbor, because it's disgusting in the harbor. Everything's a $2,000 fine. Go here, it's a $2,000 fine. Go there, it's a $2,005 fine. Don't go there, it's a $2,000 fine. We just don't know what to do anymore. Everything's a fine. They're very strict.
We have to look on the bright side of things. We have to stay positive. I think we have to realize travel is all of this. Everything involved with travel is messy, and we have to enjoy it. We can sit in the harbor, look around. There's lots of things to look at. It's fantastic. We are forced to sit and chill out after many months of boat work. So these are all good things.
Okie dokie. Welcome to paradise, the port town of the Maldives. It will be beautiful here. We will see the beauty in the Maldives. It's just going to take longer than we expected. A lot of tuna gets caught here apparently. One of the cheapest fish and the best fish around, they say, is the tuna. But a lot of fishing boats in the harbor, a lot of boats getting ice, and a crazy cool, very fancy ice barge. water, it might be.
They don't have chain here, it seems. They have long lines instead with anchors. I wouldn't even call them anchors, they're like grappling hooks. So when they're getting ready to go, this guy right here is getting ready to go. They line up like, I don't know how many men, 2, 4, 6, 10 men on this guy, and they start pulling. And they tend to get the grappling hook stuck, which means they have to maneuver the boat around. It's totally different here. I think over here, actually just pointed out, is the ice barge. Over here is, I'm guessing, unloading of the fish. So, pretty cool.
So from what we understand, net fishing isn't allowed in the Maldives. I have no idea what they're doing with this. Must be line fishing, but it's crazy. These boats are crazy.
Maybe long line fishing.
Yeah. They have a lot of little transponder things lined up on the side, so maybe they're throwing those off with the marks, so they know where their marks are. How do clothes feel, Bodhi? Strange? I'll say. We're all dressed up and we're heading out. We're going to the city. It's been a week since I think I've bothered to put clothes on, really.
We're allowed off the boat. I think we need to make that clear. We are just not allowed to move the boat outside of this port. So we're going to go to shore. The problem with going to shore is that we've been advised by multiple people to not leave our dinghy tied up to the concrete wall because it may not be there when we return. But we have friends here today and they're going to drop us off. We haven't gone off the boat for quite a few days now. So
We'll show you a bit of the big city. We'll go check out some fish markets, maybe a fishing store. Oh, smoked.
Oh, barracuda.
Yeah. You like the best?
You want to try barracuda?
No, you can try it.
Salty.
Yeah, you want that?
Too salty.
Thank you.
Hold on, it's good.
Is it small?
Oh, that's tuna, same. Hold on.
Oh, it's tuna. Small tuna. Ah, okay, minced.
Same.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Ash?
Hey guys, we have just finished clearing out of the Maldives. It is absolutely incredible that it's late. It's like 8:30 at night. And our agent just brought us back our passports.
Brought us back our passport and the gun.
Ooh.
The gun that was confiscated from us on entry, and we actually took that video down. We unlisted it for a while because, well, there's a few reasons, and we want to talk about that in this video. We're partly talking about that in this video because by the time this video airs, we'll be offshore sailing to the Seychelles. We'll be halfway there. That last video we posted got a lot of heated comments, very polarizing comments, a lot of comments that were negative towards the Maldives. And that had us a bit concerned, given that the Maldives is a country that does not like negative publicity.
And rightfully so, not many countries do.
But let me interrupt. In Canada, we can slag our Prime Minister non-stop, and we do not get heat for that.
Yes, he does get a lot of flack, doesn't he? It might be deserved sometimes too.
Most of the time.
Let's not go political. So in this channel, we don't like to go political. We also pride ourselves on being accepting of all religions and all political beliefs and all everything, because what we believe is that everyone has
a different way of living life.
A different way of living life, and it's all good if it works for you. And we love to interact with all the people in the world, and we are visiting their neck of the world, and we can find beauty in everything. And let me tell you, we did. We found a lot of beauty here in the Maldives. The people in the Maldives are wonderful. We've met so many fantastic people. We've had so many great experiences. And yet we're also looking forward to leaving. But in this video, we really wanted to address some of the comments that have come in that last video we posted about checking in here in the gun. And first thing we wanted to say is that we were in the wrong. And we had an agent, guys.
Yeah, so there's a few comments saying that, well, these Americans, we're not American, we're Canadian.
We're Canadian-German.
German. But these Americans showed up in the Maldives without an agent. We actually had 2 agents. The first agent dropped the ball.
Yes.
The second agent was absolutely lovely. So yes, we did have an agent, as is required. There was other comments such as white privilege. These people are exuding white privilege, wanting to twist the rules. And I can see that. But I think we also need to explain how we don't see the world as black and white.
Yeah, and I think that was a fault in the way we approached the officials. And the fact of the matter is that we didn't understand the process here, not understanding how strict they are here and that their rules are very black and white. I live in a lot of shades of gray, and I like it that way. Officials do not. In most countries, in all countries, I would say they generally do not. And it was our bad, okay? So this was our fault, and we said that at the end of the last video, but it's still our fault. And the gun, they guaranteed would be returned to us, and it was.
Another comment was that they wanted bribes, the officials. We did not feel like they wanted bribes. They just were going by the black and white rules. Another comment is that we were stuck in the port because of the altercation with a weapon. It wasn't really an altercation, but the confiscation of the weapon. No, it was actually Ramadan. And Ramadan is a month-long event.
It's the
here
holy month,
where they work reduced hours. And yes, it should not take that long to get a cruising permit, even in non-Ramadan days. So there's a lot of stories that were happening in the comment section of that video, and we didn't want to be held liable for those comments in the Maldives, given that, again, free speech is not a given here. So we took it down, and we haven't said anything about it. We've laid low till, well, we're well offshore now. There's no way we can get caught anymore.
So we're gonna actually go back after this video and resume our vlogs of our cruising through the Maldives. And we've had some really beautiful experiences, like I said, but it's also been challenging.
We'll talk to you next week as we process through all of our experience in the Maldives and post those online. And again, if you're a patron, you'll be getting real-time updates as we arrive in the Seychelles and get back into internet.
We're on time this time.
Yes.
Yeah, let's pound that out. We didn't miss the window.
And we got our gun back, which
we're gonna pack home with us. And we're not declaring ever again, because now it's not a gun, it's broken in half.
it's broken. It's got a great story. Talk to you on the other side.
Bye for now.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Hello from the Seychelles.
Hey. Yeah, Seychelles.
I know, high five. High five, Willa. I
was probably one of the hardest passages we've had in a very, very, very long time. Like, it's up there with one of the hardest passages that we've ever done, I think.
Oh man, we hooked up big on some fish.
We probably could have had a ton more, and we should have. But...
So much yellowfin tuna here, and they're like big, like Willa size yellowfins, hooked up with a marlin, which...
Oh, no, not yet.